What's up, guys? It's the Ninja Nerd here. Today I'm here to talk about the possibility that Star Wars is becoming like Star Trek. Now, Last Jedi has come out a few months ago, and it got a bit of it. Most people saw it liked it, but there has been some backlash to it. How it's not the Star Wars that we remember. It's something different. And today I want to talk about how Star Wars is essentially becoming like Star Trek. And how do I mean? Well, this is gonna take some explaining, but let's look at the Star Trek films box office. Now, Star Trek the motion picture made $82 million. The Wrath of Khan made $78 million. The Search for Spock made $76 million. The Voyage Home made $109 million. The Final Frontier made $52 million. The Star Trek 6 made $74 million. Star Trek Generations made $75 million. First Contact made $92 million. Star Trek Insurrection made $70 million. Star Trek Nemesis made $52 million. Now, we're getting into the reboots, and suddenly it just jumps up to $257 million. Then Star Trek Into Darkness made $228 million. Star Trek Beyond made $158 million. Now, why am I reading box office lists for the Star Trek movies? Well, as you see from Star Trek the motion picture, for the most part, the box office kept going down. From 82 million to 78 million to 76 million. Then jumped up from 4 to 109 million. The Final Frontier 52 million. Then 74 million. Then jumped up to 74 million. Then that's say around 75 million. Then jumped up to 92 million. But then it went back down to 70 million. And Star Trek Nemesis made $52 million. Now, why could that be? Well, because the thing is, the Star Trek movies were for the fans of the original series, and those original fans started dying off, like literally dying off, like they were literally dying, and there was only so many original Star Trek fans left, and the way the Star Trek was then didn't appeal to new audiences. Some of you may get where I'm going with this, but we see that suddenly with Star Trek 2009 version, suddenly it just jumps up to 257 million. And a lot of people, a bunch of fans of the original movies complained about that. It wasn't the Star Trek that we knew. Now, I'll see where I'm going with it. Now, Star Trek Into Darkness made they kind of went down, but still made more than almost any Star Trek movie before. So they say they're doing a fourth one, and they say they're doing one with Quentin Tarantino, which I'm very excited about. Honestly, I didn't really get into Star Trek until the new movies. I don't know, Star Trek never really interested me before then. Now they're doing one with Quentin Tarantino. As someone who was never really all that into Star Trek, that's pretty interesting. As someone who's never all that into that show, that's very interesting to me that they're doing a Star Trek with Quentin Tarantino. They haven't said whether he's directing, they said he's writing it. But if he does end up directing it, that would be very intriguing. Even though he usually doesn't do his own, he does his own movies, he doesn't do adaptations, really. But but you see how this is applied to Star Wars. I'm pretty sure you guys guessed it. Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out, a bunch of backlash to it. Well, not a bunch, just it's some backlash. And main people who are having the backlash are diehard fans of the original trilogy. Look, I love the original trilogy, and I love it. But one of the complaints about Force Awakens that a lot of people had, me myself included, was that it was very similar to A New Hope. And when The Last Jedi comes out, all of a sudden now it's different. Like, well, do you want to be the same? Do you want to be different? Which one is it? That's probably why I love Last Jedi so much, that it was so different. And a lot of people like to complain about the Luke character. Like, it feels more natural to have a character change in decades of time. And a lot of people say that, well, he shouldn't have given up on Kylo and blah blah blah. And look, you know the scene where he's in the tent with Kylo, he's reading his mind, and he's starting to feel the dark side in him. And he said this felt like nothing I've ever felt before. And he knew, Leia, his own mother knew that Ben, he was gone. Ben was gone, and he knew when he was igniting his lightsaber, he was just having consideration about it. He didn't actually say, I'm gonna do it, but he was considering it, because he's seen what that evil does and how much destruction that evil brings. The difference with Darth Vader, he always saw that Anakin was still in there, and he knew it was Ben, that Ben, he's gone. Ben, he's gone, and Ben, he's gone. A lot of people didn't like that, saying it's not the Luke Skywalker that I know, and it's so different, and he's supposed to be basically from what I see, he's supposed to be a Boy Scout. And to a lot of Star Wars fans, he's supposed to be the Boy Scout. He's supposed to protect his friends, family, from all things. And then he saw this whole Jedi Order that he built just get crumbled to ashes. And he just like, you know what, I'm gone. I'm gone. And that's when Rey comes to him. He doesn't want to come back. And I won't blame him. Like, I just tried to build this whole new Jedi Order, it just came crashing down. But anyways, back to this. You know, some people say it might have been too late for Star Trek to try something different. And it seems like maybe this is the beginning stages for Star Wars. And that, you know, people are complaining so much about how it's so different. Well, this is the first time this has happened with Star Trek. We've seen it with Star Trek, and it's possibly that it could happen with Star Wars. Now, you can only ride that original high of the original trilogy for so long. Yeah, sorry, my video I got cut off earlier, but as I was saying, that this whole Star Wars being Star Trek thing, it's gonna, you know, they're thinking, Lucasfilm is thinking about the long game. You can only ride the high of the original trilogy for so long. Eventually, sooner or later, it's gonna fade away. Sooner or later, may not be within 5 years, maybe even 10 years, but sooner or later, that's gonna happen if they keep doing the same thing. And as you can see, it's not a whole lot of backlash to The Last Jedi. It's just some, especially compared to the prequels. It's just some backlash. It's not a whole lot of it. Now, there is some stuff about Last Jedi that I don't like. The Canto fight scene, that whole sequence is just really that need to be in there. But other than that, the fact that I don't know, I won't say this is a major flaw, but I just wish they didn't kill Snoke. That's just me personally. But as far as Rey's parents being somebody, personally, I don't think that really that's not that. If anything, that makes the movie better than the character of Rey better, because it makes her not have to be some daughter of a queen or a master great Jedi. She's just somebody who was gifted with the Force, which was happening for thousands of years. So let's just keep that in mind. But I just want to give my thoughts on this whole, Last Jedi situation, and let you know I got my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section. So those are my thoughts about this. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that Star Wars is heading to be like Star Trek? Do you guys think that they should be different than the original trilogy, or do you guys think they should stay the same? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Deuces. Spider-Man.